Hello everyone, welcome on your YouTube channel of Lalbagh Girls Inter College. This is Jyoti Singh, class 11. Today we are going to discuss another topic which is stamen. So let's start with the stamen. Children, as you have learned the structure of stamen, now we see the union of stamens. So it is very important to understand the structure of stamen before you are undergoing in details of union of stamen. So if you are not aware about the structure of stamen, you can go and watch my previous lectures about the structure of stamen or the structure of enterocheum. First of all, we will see what is union of stamen. As you know, the term understands the union. That means something which is going to combine, something which is going to fuse. Now we will see which part of the stamen is going to fuse or which part of the stamen is going to unite. So the definition is saying fusion of stamens among one another or with the other floral parts is called union of stamens. What the definition is saying? Fusion of stamens among one another. That means it may be possible that stamens are unite together or fuse together. Two stamens are unite together, or the condition may be with the other floral parts is called union of stamens. That means the stamen can be fused with the petal also. So there are two conditions. It is of two types, namely, let's see the types of these unions. So these are the types: cohesion of stamen, and second is the adhesion of stamen. So we can divide union of stamen into two types. One is the cohesion of stamen and second is the adhesion of stamen. One by one we will see the structures. Now we will see the first type, cohesion of stamen. What is cohesion? Fusion of stamens among one another is called cohesion. That means stamens are united, stamens are going to fuse together. Then this condition is called as a cohesion of stamens, and it is of following type. That means this cohesion may be of three types. One is the Adelphi, second is the syngenesis condition, and third is the synandry. So one by one we will see the cohesion of stamen. So children, this you can see in these pictures. The stamen, the first one is the filament and at the top is the anther. Second and the third picture, one by one we will see. So first of all, we see the first condition in the cohesion of a stamen is Adelphi. So what is Adelphi? In the androecium, anthers are free. Everyone knows what are anthers. So anthers are the structure which are present at the top of the filament. Filament is a long cylinder structure which is attached at the base of the flower. So here two structures are found in the stamen. One is the filament, second is the anther. So in this condition, androecium, in the androecium, anthers are free, but the filaments are fused, okay, and form into bundles is called Adelphi, right? So children, if the filaments are fused, they form a definite kind of bundles. So these bundles of these anther is of maybe of following types. So based on the number of bundles, it is of the following type. So in the first picture you can see the filaments are attached, right? In the second picture you can see the filaments are attached but the anthers are free, right? So Adelphi condition, what is saying? In Adelphi condition, anthers are free but the filaments are fused. When this type of condition is found, the condition is known as a Adelphi condition. And the bundles of these bunches of fused filament may be of different numbers. So let's see on the basis of the number of bundles, it is of following type. So children, we are moving with its following types. So the first type is monoadelphous. What is this saying? The filament of the stamens are united to form only one bundle. So here you can see the anthers are free but the filaments are fused at one stalk-like structure. So here only one bundle is formed. So this type of condition is called monoadelphous condition. Mono means single or one. Adelphous means combined or bundle. So the monoadelphous condition of this stamen. And here you can see the bundle of filament, right? And this type of condition is found in hibiscus, which is called China rose. Now we are moving with the second type, which is diadelphous. Di means two. So that means it is clear here that two bundles are formed. So the filaments of these stamens fused and form into two bundles. Point is very clear to you children that filaments are fused, not stamens. Filaments of these stamens fused and form into two bundles. Here you can see the one bundle is of numbers of filament and second bundle is alone. But in the picture you can see two bundles, right? So this may be of bundle of numbers of bundles in a one bunch, number of stamens in the second bunch, number of stamens in the third bunch. So whatever the condition will be, but the bundles are counted. So this condition is called diadelphous. This condition you can see in Dolichos. In Dolichos, 10 stamens are present. Filaments of 9 stamens are fused and form into one bundle. Here you can see the one bundle is of 9 stamen and the other bundle is of 1 stamen. So the 10th stamen remains free, act as a second bundle. Now we are moving with the third type, which is called polyadelphous. Poly means more than 3 or more than 2. So here you can see the 4 bundles are present. So the filaments of the stamens are fused and form into many bundles. So this type of condition is called polyadelphous condition. Here you can see the marking line is saying filaments. So these are filaments which are fused, and this type of polyadelphous type of condition you can see in citrus. So children, you have seen in the cohesion of a stamen, the first type was Adelphi, second is syngenesis and synandry. We have seen Adelphi. In Adelphi we have seen 3 types of the conditions. In Adelphi we have seen 3 types. First is the monoadelphi, second diadelphi, third one was the polyadelphi condition. So these were the 3 types. Now we are moving with the second type of adhesion of stamen. So the second type is syngenesis. What is syngenesis? In this type, the androecium, the anthers are fused but the filaments are free. But in the previous, what you have seen? We have seen the filaments are fused but the anthers was free. But in this condition, what is going on? In syngenesis condition, our anthers are fused but the filaments are free. This you can see in the Asteraceae type of members. In the Asteraceae family members, you can see these type of examples. Here you can see anthers are united and the filaments are free. This type of examples are disflorates of Tridex and Helianthus. Now children, we have done with the cohesion of stamen. Now we are seeing adhesion of stamens. So what is adhesion of stamen? Fusion of stamens with other floral parts like calyx, corolla, gynoecium is called adhesion of stamens. So it is of following 4 types. Let's see its 4 types. So the 4 types are episepalous, epipetalous, EPIPHYLLOUS and GYNOSTEGIUM. That means in these 4 types, first we will see in the sepal, which is a unit of calyx. Second, epipetalous, the term you can understand with the written is a petal. That means petal, it is the unit of corolla. And the first one is the episepalous. Sepal is the unit of calyx. So this condition is found when the stamens are fused on the calyx portion. The second type you will found when the stamens are fused on the petal portion. Alright. So the most important are the episepalous, epipetalous and epiphyllous condition. Epiphyllous one by one we will see it in details. So children, first we will see episepalous. So episepalous condition, stamens are attached to sepal, and this you can see in a silver oak. In this picture you can see stamens are directly attached on the calyx portion. So this type is called episepalous. Now this is the second type, which is epipetalous. In this type, stamens are fused with the petal portion. So here you can see this is the petal and inside it is the stamens. So stamens are attached to petals. It is commonly seen in the gamopetalous flowers. Now the third type is epiphyllous or epipetalous condition. So here it is very important to learn this term is perianth. What is perianth? When our calyx and corolla are fused together form a single petal like structure, then it is called perianth condition. So when stamens are attached on the perianth lobe, then this condition is called epiphyllous type. Now we are moving with the fourth type, gynostegium. What it's saying? Stamens are attached to the stigma of gynoecium. That is why the term is written gyno. The first word of the gynoecium has taken to make its term gyno. So gynostegium. So in this condition, stamens are attached to the stigma of the gynoecium. And this type of example you can see in Calotropis, which is commonly called madar. So children, as we have done with the adhesion and cohesion of anther, so let's see the dehiscence of anther also. This is the another attached topic with the anther. So let's see what is dehiscence. So dehiscence of anther is what? The process of liberation of pollen grains by the splitting of anther is called dehiscence of anther, and these are of following types. So let's say one by one. So this statement is very clear to you that the liberation of pollen grains, as you know that pollen grains are set in the anther or anther chambers. So when anther get burst or anther get dehisced, the pollen grains get liberated. They may get free and get liberated. So dehiscence mechanism is different in different anthers. So let's see these types. So these are the patterns. First is the longitudinal, second transverse, third valvular, and fourth is porous. So these are the four types, and in this manner dehiscence of anther takes place. So let's see with the help of this video. Just watch the video, and at the end of this video I'll explain it. Here you can see longitudinal lines, and through the longitudinal lines pollen grains are liberated. This you can see in Dhatura. Now the second is the transverse dehiscence. Now this you can see the transverse line, pollen grains are get free. Now the third is the valvular dehiscence. In valvur the anthers break like valve. So here you can see the valves. Now the fourth one is the porous dehiscence. Now in porous type the pores are open. See the pollen apical pore, and through this apical pore pollen grains are free. So class 11 we continue. In the second part we will see its detail.